I'm alive, for you I'm awake. This is the first live stream where I can accept super likes. Billy T, what's up, bro? Ugh. I'm drinking old raspberry sparkling mineral water. Whoa. Looks like my computer just died. You finally had a good sleep, Billy? That's good to hear. How'd you accomplish that? Koringe, hello. What's up, bro? Trying to get my computer back online now. This is not going to be a very fun live stream without it. This is the thing about YouTube. You know, YouTube is a hobby. I don't make much at it. And last year I made like $200, and that's because I have 6 channels and only one of them is monetized. Darken my life. Nice shirt. Do I suggest? Do I detect sarcasm? Okay, what's going on? Okay, computer's thinking. Computer's thinking. Should come back now. Billy, thanks. Just happened. Just happened. Cut back on caffeine and sugar in the late PM. Yeah, that's always a good sign. Baron Fate is here to annoy me. It's not even a hobby. You're hoping something blows up and you get your ghetto lottery ticket. Ain't we all? What's wrong with that? You know, Fade, you have a lot of opinions that make you a douche. Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with hoping, you know? I call it a hobby because that's what it is. It's something I do. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm not getting paid much for this, so it's a hobby. Meets the definition. You know, okay, so computers come back online. Darken my life. How does one become sarcastic over the internet? Darken my life. I'm sorry, but as a general point, it seems sarcastic normally when one talks. This is a standard Dickies shirt, bro. It's not a nice shirt. It's a very old shirt, actually. I mean, I think I bought it 8 or 9 years ago. I'm reasonably sure that the place where I bought it, where the guy used to call me by name, thinks I died in the pandemic. So, I mean, yes, it's people joke it's my mustard yellow shirt. You have a dress shirt like this? What do you wear it with? Baron Fade, you don't improve. Have you seen my videos from 10 years ago? I definitely have improved. Darken my life. I prefer gray, green, or orange. Yeah, I mean, the Dickies colors. Yellow was kind of an odd thing, but you see, I went out to the store and I bought a bunch of different colored shirts because I wanted to differentiate from one video to another because at the time I wasn't doing the green screen thing or I wasn't varying my background. So the reason for this shirt was literally just to break up the monotony. Fade. People get better at things over time. You haven't. You ignore help from others if it requires you to put effort into it. No, I ignore help from others when it's stupid. Keying out my backgrounds, which is something Fade here wants me to do, wouldn't increase my audience. Okay, what increases my audience is making more videos, and, I used to always use the same background. Now I use different backgrounds. People said I should put a photo credit in my videos. I've actually done that. Thing is that between the photo credit statement and the making videos thing, I had already made more than 100 videos. So some of them will have the photo credit and some of them won't. But the bottom line is, yes, there are a lot of people that say I should spend more money on YouTube. The thing is, though, the point of YouTube is a low overhead with a candid feel. If you're producing professional content, why are you on YouTube? Now, there is, for example, Jeremy Johns. He produces some very professional content. He is what is it? He is a film critic exclusively. Every now and again, he talks about video games. But I mean, if I try to be more like Jeremy Johns, who would be more like me? Turn off the top chat. Baron, I don't even know what you mean, top chat. Oh, spam won't be visible. Okay. I think it's good that spam's not visible. Slungwong, sweaty bullocks. I hate it when my bullocks are sweaty. Fade, I'm 2 minutes behind the chat because I'm actually watching my own chat on a different channel. I'm not reading it off my phone. And this computer can only handle so much. Okay, now I'm watching it on my own, and it's still late. I mean, I don't know how else I would do that. I'm not really very tech savvy when you come down to it. Michael Broggins, I've watched all of your videos. You are definitely peaking right now, and it's time to go viral. If you could enlighten me on how to do that, I would very much enjoy it. Fade, but you don't know how to use a green screen. I use one. Look, everyone excuse not to learn how to use Chrome key. You use crusty jizz sheet with creases in it that doesn't work. It's an actual green screen. I bought it on Amazon, Fade. And again, I don't believe that using a better green screen would make my videos more popular. I don't believe that. So, unless you can give me some kind of reason to believe that doing things like keying out the color better is going to make my videos better, is going to give me more um, subscribers, why would I do it? You know, yeah, okay. If I got to the point where I'm like, all right, I'm moving to an actual studio where everything's properly set up and I don't have any of the problems I have at home, like noise, then yeah, okay, but uh, you're saying you should do this. Why? You should go be like everybody else. You should do the things everybody else does. Why? Not everybody else is successful. Becoming like other people is not the goal. The goal is to be myself. Ugh. Darken my life. Where I come from in my city, we cut off the negative haters, Baron Fade, running his mouth on the internet, and I'm giving you compliments. I'm darken my life. I was joking. Don't take it personally, dude. I was joking. I thought you were a nice shirt. Okay. Weird thing to say to somebody, but I will take it as a compliment. Thank you. I like this shirt. It's old and crappy, but I do like it. And when I go to the store to buy another one, darken my life, I will think of you. I will say, darken my life said, get me another orange or yellow shirt. Michael Broggins, you might get more views if you had sound effects like farting noises. Ball sweat can actually be shaved to use for. Fade, I know you don't know what I'm talking about because you don't listen to me. Fade, you are an idiot. I mean, you said some really stupid things. And I try very hard to explain to you how you're saying things that are stupid, but you don't listen to me either. So I don't know why you're here. You seem to dislike my videos so much. Michael Broggins, can we steer this convo back to ball sweat, please? Fade. More kvetching from Fade. You don't know what you're doing, and we people offer up advice. You poo-poo it because it's not an easy fix like Ozempic. Dude, are you a successful YouTuber? I mean, it's if you look at my health videos, which are few and far between, I tell them I'm giving myself health advice. If it applies to you, that's fine. But I know I'm a fat dude, so I shouldn't be giving people advice on health. That's being a fat dude. Unless you can show me a YouTube account with at least 100,000 subscribers, you're not an authority. And even then, you might have just got lucky. I research these things. You look at videos and give your opinion. There's a difference. VM, damn Richie, damn it Richie. I was hoping for a live stream right after I came home from work. It's too early, doggone it. Yeah, I mean, oh, the power unit to one of my laptops just broke. One of my cats knocked the dang thing over and pulled it apart. It's the one I use to make shorts. You know, I'd really like to have redundant systems. But again, you know, let me go spend 200 bucks on a new laptop just so that I can make YouTube shorts that I don't make any money at. Well, to be honest with you, I do make a little. I mean, I make like 10 cents sometimes on a short, but you know, the truth is that this is the first time I've got the super chat feature up, so I wanted to see what would happen. So I was kind of anxious to do that. Fade. More excuses. I don't believe that if I improve my production value, it will increase my viewership. That's not an excuse, that's a reason. Okay. There's an excuse and there's a reason. Right? I didn't come to work on time because there was a huge accident on the freeway and it was blocked up. Is a reason. Uh, Fade. No, the goal is to improve your skills. Who said that's my goal? Not stagnate like a 450-pound blob. Fade. The goal is to move yourself to profitability, to make something. That's why one does this. If you remove the possibility of making money, I would not do this. It's just, that's how it is. Okay? I would at least like YouTube to pay for itself. I'd like to be able to say, okay, I'm going to go have a nice dinner at a restaurant, and I'm going to review the food, and YouTube is going to offset the cost of that food. I'm going to go to um, I'm going to go to Knott's Berry Farm and make a vlog about it and offset the cost of the ticket. That's the point. Darken my life. The night will forever remember that. Indeed, my friend. More kvetching from Fade. I watch successful YouTubers. The irony. Successful stupid phone. Dorky Dennis. Greetings from Sweden. You should show us a day in the life of Richard Leland Neal. Why are we get to see the ordinary day of yours? Bro, unfortunately that's just not possible. The ordinary day of mine, I am doing things that I'm not allowed to talk about in live chat. In fact, I would say some people will probably say I disclose too much. Okay? I'm dealing with a lot of legal matters in my work. And in fact, today I got an email from my boss saying, you know, it's like, yeah, I wasn't really supposed to tell you that. It's part of a court case. It's confidential. So, you know. Fade. You are comparing your laziness to learning a reason. Like being late to work because of a car accident. You know, Fade, you could say I should be filming this on a webcam instead of my phone. All right, it's a reasonable thing to say. But buying a webcam won't make this live stream more popular. So why do it? I could also put a green screen behind me. I mean, there's a way to do it that I filter the background and all you can see is this image. And I might try doing that in the future, but my time for YouTube is somewhat limited, and because the focus is on watch hours, not quality, I have to worry about watch hours. Just because you watch something doesn't mean you understand it. More fade kvetching, then why not learn how to improve? I don't need to learn how to improve. Okay, yes, I could take my green screen down, wash it, stretch it, and have a better surface. I could adjust the lighting. I could do all those things. But why? How will they improve my YouTube? Perp 13, way 4R. A hole in one is amazing when you think of the different universe this white mass of molecules has to pass through on its way to the hole. Did you know today is the anniversary of the first photograph of a supermassive black hole? And then everyone said it was Trump's brain. I'm like, wrong kind of hole. Addie, hey, what up? Do you remember me? U.S. Marines. Yeah, Eddie, I remember. Um, if I recall, your MOS has something to do with helicopters or fast response squads. Third and Fade. No, phones these days are fine. I never mentioned camera. Okay, but I am filming this on an old phone. More kvetching. I didn't say I wanted anything. Fade, seriously. I just think it's hilarious that you are so resistant to getting better at content production. Again, Fade, why? Like, I could get better at blacksmithing, but I don't own a forge, and I can't make a living at it. Michael Brogan's Baron Fade. I've seen your channel. It's basically just a toilet cam and you trying to poop not cool. Ew. Fade, you nasty. Ugh. You know, I remember one time I went to the gym. And I was using a machine. It was an arm machine, as I recall. And there was this big fat lady behind me. Made me look small. Goes, you know, you should do that slower. You'll get more improvement. And I was like, oh no, I'm working my fast twitch muscle. I need striking strength. And she goes, that's not true. Michael Brogan's Fade. You is nasty, not cool, bro. You guys seem to know Fade very well. He is quite nasty. You know, my father used to talk about excuses. He was like Fade. He accused me of making excuses. And it was like, I told him, I said, Dad, when I was young, I kept throwing up all the time, and you wouldn't take me to a doctor. And he says, well, I took you to a doctor. I go, yeah, and the doctor said I needed a blood test, which you refused to take me to. Sounds like an excuse to me. You know, he said, well, I took you, yeah, but you didn't do the thing you needed to. There was another step after that. It's like when I go out there and I say, you know, I used to go to the gym for 3 hours a day, 3 times a week. Okay, you say, all right, well, why did you stop? Because I wasn't seeing improvement. You could be, well, I mean, was your diet good? If my diet wasn't good, I wouldn't have seen improvement. That's a good reason. But it's like, yeah, my diet was good. Body just wasn't repairing for some reason. Fade. You make excuses. Fade. You say stupid things. Now it's your dad's fault you're lazy. I'm gonna start using a stupid voice for Fade. No, Fade, it's my dad's fault I'm depressed. You know, it's like, yeah, it's like you told me to sell my house. If I sold my house, I would have to buy a new house or rent. Right? I don't have the money to do either of those things, so why sell the house? You know, Puerto Rico, they don't want to become their own country and they don't want to become a state. Are they making excuses or do they have reasons? Michael Brogan's Fade. At least you are admitting that's you on the toilet cam. That's the first step. Fade, you into some weird stuff. Fade. FFS, you're worse than a 10-year-old girl not wanting to do her 10 minutes of homework. You're about the size of Puerto Rico. Fade, that's what we call an attack on the man argument. However, the fact that you're using uh, racial, or the fact that you're using logical fallacies does not make you wrong. Just makes you a dick. Nico 420, you play games? No. Fade. It's called a homonym, and that's not quite what I did there. No, a logical fallacy is not a homonym. Dude, seriously, Fade? I mean, is something wrong with you? Like, do you have some kind of autism? Stop trying to fix other people. You know, this is the one thing. I went to a doctor. I went to a doctor. Ah! For mental health reasons. You know, I suffer from depression. I feel like adding a little music here. I suffer from depression, you know. Ramen lover. Fried chicken for tea. Okay. So, like I said, I went to this doctor for depression, and, you know, she told me, you're not depressed, you're stressed out. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm stressed out. So, like, you're a psychologist, you're supposed to help me with that. She's like, I'm here to help people with depression, but you're stressed out. And it's like, I think I'm depressed because I'm stressed out. We have a very loose definition of depression. Baron Freight. Now you know better than your shrink. No, my shrink was 100% right. I am stressed out. But, like, so how do I treat that if my shrink won't help me with stress? Ramen lover, that's why you should have fried chicken. It feels good. Um, I can't argue with that logic. Fried chicken is a comfort food. Knight. Knight, come here, boy. Come here. Come here, Knight. So this is Knight. He is a big black kitty. You know, there is a YouTuber, a very famous YouTuber. That music isn't helping. I believe his name is. He goes by like Boogie2988 or something like that, or his real name is Steve. He's fat, big fat dude. 20 Hank. Hey, what's up? So this guy, he got his stomach stapled. Fade. Boogie is a joke now, dude. I heard about this dude before the pandemic. I don't know what he is now, and I don't care. But one of the things he did was get a stomach, or he got some kind of a gastrointestinal surgery to make himself thin. And it's like, for the one thing, dude, what's wrong with you is not what you're eating, it's what's eating you. More fade. Might want to look into Boogie. Yeah. Yeah, no, I got plenty of them up my nose, bro. And if you don't fix what's in your head, why should you alter your body? And I remember, dude went out there and he's like doing this video because I watched his videos for like 2 or 3 months. Interested in I'm not into gaming. He was a gaming guy, so I mean, I'm not too interested in what he does, so I stopped watching him. Doherty Dennis, why are we talking weight? Well, dude, you're not talking about anything else, so I mean, you want to talk about sweaty balls? I mean, some people want to talk about that. I'm talking about weight because it's relevant. And like I say, he made one video where he's like, trying not to eat anything, I'm trying not to eat anything. It's like, dude, your body is telling you you're hungry for a reason. Maybe it's not that you shouldn't eat anything. Maybe it's what you should eat. I mean, if your job is to sit at home all day and play video games, it's really hard to get that exercise in. You know, it's like work out, make more money. Work out, make more money. You'd rather make more money, right? Michael Brogans, are we talking about ball sweat again? Briefly, yeah. I bet Boogie has some nasty ball sweat. Anyway, so it's like, dude, go to the store, get yourself some celery, eat celery. But I don't like celery. Yes, but your body is telling you to eat celery. Fill up your guts with celery. You can't maintain your weight off of it. And I mean, you know, you'll have to have some yogurt in the morning to replace gut bacteria, but that's one of those things. You know, it's not how much you eat, it's what you eat. And I mean, I could tell you right now, what I should really be doing if I were focusing on my weight is I should be doing the dishes because I don't have the proper things to make myself a smoothie for lunch before I go to work. So I'm probably going to get fast food, which is bad for me. But, you know, I've got a live stream, okay? If I didn't have to go to work, wouldn't make a difference. I could just sit at home and worry about that. Burn fades. Someone doesn't understand the change to the human body due to morbid obesity. The stomach has an extended to multiple times its normal size. I don't think that's true, Fade. I mean, I'll look it up. Omni, I just sneezed 2 times. Baron, Baron Fade. Diet advice from a 500-pound blob lows. Eat celery. Stop eating chickers and in and out. There's no checkers near me, douche. And just eat celery. Michael Kalea, Rich. Oh, you again. Michael Bruggins, what do you do for work? I'm a security officer. I just got an alert for my work, too. Corty, why you ignore me, brother? More kvetching from Fade. So, what's your excuse for being so huge if you know the secret of weight loss to be clear celery? It's what's eating me. Okay, so does obesity cause your stomach to grow? Yes. Obesity can cause your stomach to appear larger due to increased visceral fat accumulating about the abdomen. Visceral fat, which surrounds your abdomen organs, contributes to the potbelly or apple-shaped body and can also lead to other health problems. Hmm. Interesting. Yes, obesity can increase the stomach's ability to accommodate more food. Studies show that obese individuals, particularly those with binge eating habits, may have larger gastric capacity compared to normal weight. individuals. This can lead to increased food intakes before feeling full. Okay, all the more reason why you should eat low calorie dense food. Quarty quarter. Read that one. Quarty, I don't like any vomit. Fade. Next you'll say living in cat shit is good for ozone layer or something. No. No, I very much doubt that. Fade, I'm looking it up on the internet. I said, does being fat make your stomach larger? And it said yes. It talks about, not the stomach as an organ, but the stomach as a part of the body. So then I looked up, does it make you able to eat more? And it's, yeah, okay, so that's a thing. I was not aware of that. Cordy, I don't like to think about vomit when I'm eating food. Why are you talking about vomit? Michael Brogans, Baron Fay, do you just watch other people's channels while you wait to go potty on your toilet cam again? Ugh, Fay, you are a weirdo. Michael Colea, stop bitching. Cordy, I don't like it when little kid is... Stop talking about that. Rockester92, Richard's fade voice is hilarious. Yes, it's health hairy ass. Cordy. Can we get some more people in this chat that aren't saying something weird? Cordy. Yes. Please bring up a different topic. I mean, this live stream has almost been going for an hour and we're not getting a lot of views here, so... I don't know why I bother sometimes. One thing you have to understand is every now and again you're going to get a bad live stream. Okay? Michael Kaloya, eat one cheeseburger instead of 10. How about I eat your mom? Pishi. Hi, Mr. Leland. Fade. I wonder why your audience isn't growing. Oh, well, it just so happens, Fade, that I got my April newsletter today. So let's see. New subscribers 198. Total views 19.1 thousand. Minutes watched 38,000. Quarty, you're still being creepy. Pishi, what's your IQ? 130. Caliprint, 17 cheeseburgers. What is it with you and cheeseburgers, people? Michael Kalea, you suffer from eating cheeseburgers. You could suffer from that? I quite enjoy it. 40 just saying I love my family, dude. Yes, but why would you bring that up? I mean, my sister's the devil. So, Michael Kalea, she said stop eating cheeseburgers. Michael Brogans, no one suffers from eating cheeseburgers, they only thrive. 40 when I'm sad, my little sister is coming into my room and makes me happy. I am grateful for having her, such as a cute little doll. Okay, that's slightly less creepy, I guess. Michael Brogans, I know a guy who was born in a restaurant. Did he get good service? Michael Kalea, don't eat so many cheeseburgers. Well, at least Kalea stopped talking about excrement. Prince sent me 3 cheeseburgers. Nom nom nom. 40 even better if she is wearing her high knee socks. Such a great little sister sheep. High knee socks? Kalea, Mr. Burger King. Okay. Michael Brogans, do you think it is healthy for a woman to eat their own placenta? No. Okay, look. So, I have heard people say, and I don't know how true it is, that we are the only mammal that does not consume their own placenta. Right? But there's a reason we don't consume our placentas because we don't live in a food insecure world. Michael Brogan, they do for real. It's a thing, yes. Dorothy Dennis, how many pets do you have? Don't know. But, it's like, what does one do with the placenta? You bury it under a tree. That's a good thing to do. If I have children, I would really like to bury their placentae under trees. You know, it's just like if my brother, if I were in charge of dealing with my brother's remains, um, I told him I would give him a natural burial. You know, and this is a thing where you can essentially buy a plot of land, and the body is placed there, and a tree is planted over them, and they're used as fertilizer, human fertilizer. Michael Calais, you eat the cheeseburgers. The cheeseburgers don't eat you. Oh. But wouldn't that make a great movie, Attack of the Killer Cheeseburgers? 40 Cordy, I don't think when she's crying, maybe sometimes I do. Her eyes are just. Ugh, dude. Stop it. Komprinka, run through a petting zoo backwards so as you eat donuts. Weird. Michael Brogans, if you buried a placenta under a tree, would it grow into a sort of tree person? No. No, that's not how that works. More from Brogans. Dude, you need to ban the QWERTY freak. Yeah, I'm thinking that's where this is going. QWERTY, QWERTY. Why? Because you're saying creepy stuff. Michael Brogans, heckle nasty AF. Hell Prince, QWERTY is cringy. Indeed. I know that it is fun, but QWERTY, QWERTY, you gay, you rude. No, you're weird. Mm. At least Fade finally shut up. I mean, I think he had a brain meltdown or something. Turbo 2.0. Need to make need to come up with more interesting ways to say hi, don't die. So what's up, Turbo? I mean, everybody's here fat shaming me and talking about gross stuff. Maybe you could be the normal one today. QWERTY, QWERTY, don't ignore me, brother. Don't be rude. Give me a chance. Okay, dude, stop talking about your sister. Stop talking about vomit. Maybe talk about Trump, okay? I mean, people want to hear about Trump. He makes me want to vomit. I mean, Caliprince. He's borderline confessing his desire to commit incest. Borderline? I thought it was pretty clear he was going to commit incest. Jonathan C., what's that a picture of on the monitor behind you? This is a close-up of Rust. It is with the vibrance turned to full extent. So this was a red container or a yellow container for scrap metal. See, this is on my blog, photographs of a man, Richard. Cool. Thanks, bro. But yeah, like here it is. This is the same image in blue, and by changing the hue, I honestly feel that I created a very unique image. Okay, and different features stand out with different colors. But you could see like these here are scratches where scars, things have rubbed across the metal. And I mean, one of the things I do is I take a lot of close-ups of damage and decay. Rockester 92. Baron is very concerned with Richard's channel. Wonder if he's a stockholder. Cal Prince, Trump 2028. Love cheeseburgers. Dorky Dennis, it looks like a world map. Yeah, I know. I mean, you find things in the rust. You know, like this to me looks like a rusted old saber. Um, This looks to me like a face with a big red mouth, you know. This is actually a picture of asphalt in a driveway or in a parking lot. Dare I read the next comment from Quarty Quarty? Trump is a nice older man. I really know he's looking. I really do. I do. He looks like a sunburnt butthole. Joseph P. Holy cow, are you up and early? Yeah. Wanted to make sure I got a live stream in just in case I got called into work after work. Jonathan C. A whole other world at the microscopic level. Yep. Rockster92, have you seen the microscopic image of a paper cut? Looks brutal. Yeah, one of the things I want to do is I want to buy a microscope that I can hook up to my camera. Indeed, it does look pretty brutal. That is, a filet fish sandwich from. Okay, weird. Uh, Joshua P., what's that? This is an old section of pipe. Quarty question: do you watch gore videos? I watch the Horror Geek. Michael Brogans, it looks like a photo from my colonoscopy. What did your doctor say, bro? Joshua P., that's cool, bro. Nashira, welcome back. Cordy, Trump has a nice son. Sometimes I wonder about him. Sometimes I do. You know, one time Don Jr. sneezed and a drug dealer fell out. Joseph P., what's that? I think we've gone over that one. Joseph P., OMG, I want to get a fish sandwich so bad. Eh. Nashira, see the WBC cells. Cordy, what's that horror gig? Horror geek Mike Bracken. Mike Bracken is a essentially he's a film historian, and he makes mini documentaries about horror films. Michael Brogans, you mean Al Gore videos? No, I don't. Joseph P., what do you think of the Halloween movies with Michael Myers? Are you a fan of them? I'm more of a Freddy fan, but yeah, I've seen every Halloween movie at least once, and I don't remember how many I've reviewed at this point. I think I need to review Halloween 6, but Kind of dragging my feet on that one. Kel Prince, you don't have to save fish fillet advertisements in your PC. I didn't. That was on the internet. Joseph P. Tartar sauce. Michael Broggins. Michael Myers is Austin Powers, bro. Yes. He's also Dr. Evil. Joseph P. There's two Myers, dude. I actually had a supervisor named Michael Myers. And he was a douche. I mean, I'm not afraid of the man in the mask with a knife trying to kill me. I'm afraid of the guy that's going to skim my paycheck. Rockster92, I actually like Trump, and I find it funny how he's treating the world like The Apprentice. Punish the contestants with tariffs. You know, we'll see how things work out. Cordy, what's your favorite horror movies? Alien. Joshua P. That's cool. Freddy's awesome too. Yeah, I mean, I really hated the reboot though. It didn't make sense. It didn't have the style. It was somehow a darker film, but I think less bloody. I mean, you know, Freddy is a depiction of a nightmare. But when you see him doing things like dragging bodies around, like in the first film, the whole point of that is that he is an instrument of control. He controls who he kills. And that's what makes him scary. You know, it's not just that he killed somebody, it's that he violates, he takes the corpse. Cordy, I mean, which really scared you because most of them is boring. You know what really scares me? Nothing, because I've met my sister, and god damn, you see the devil come out of hell, ain't a lot of other things gonna scare you no more. Ishira, tell the best documentary of Michael Myers. Not sure what you mean there. Dorothy Dennis, hey, have you seen City of God? And if so, what did you think of it? I was watching City of God, and I was interrupted. So, thought it was interesting, but never got around to finishing it. Rockster92, I have to go back and watch Leprechaun 2 again. Yeah. Cordy, Michael Myers looks better in Rob Zombie's version from 2007 than okay in the original. Joshua P. Leprechaun movies are good too. Cordy, Myers remakes was more intimidating. Joseph P. Yeah, I liked it and at the same time wasn't too impressed. Cordy, I like your eyes. Do you intend to suck them out and put them on a shelf? Look, the original Michael Myers was the original Halloween was a very Freudian film. Michael Myers, driven by a sexual lust for his sister, penetrated her with a knife. And then all of the subsequent kills then became him as a unique character penetrating women. It's a Freudian film. Once you remove that element, the idea that Michael Myers kills pointlessly, I honestly think it detracted from the film. The idea put forth in the series that Michael Myers' sister was Laurie was that he is pursuing the thrill of penetrating his sibling, incestuous thrill. And yeah, I mean, it should terrify us because it's Corty Corty. He should be a huge fan of Michael Myers. Joseph P. I'm sure somebody sooner than later they'll make another new Halloween after the last movie, Halloween, ends. I'm not sure if the rumors of are true or not, but people say they're supposed to be making another one. Yeah, they need to do Halloween in space. They did Jason Goes to Space. Why not Halloween? Oh. Cordy Cordy. No, dude, I'm not gay. Are you sure? Caliprince. You setting Cordy Cordy off for sure. Eh, his butt probably hurts. He's probably a little annoyed. Nashira. Out of the topic question, what do you think of Asian peoples? You know, there are like two Asian girls at my work who are just adorable. Joseph P. Haha, Myers killing in space. Leprechaun went to space. I mean, he went to the hood, but he also went to space. That was one of the best leprechaun. That was the one where we saw some boobies. I mean, that's the one thing we never got to see in a lot of them Halloween movies is why is it that Laurie never showed her boobies? Like, have you noticed that? Michael Brogan's another. What do you feel about? Oh, we did that. Okay. Cordy Cordy, nothing. I sucked a few sausages, but never liked it though, so not gay. Cordy Cordy, boobies, blah. Craven Moorhead, I just cheated on my girlfriend with an 18-year-old goth chick. Not cool, bro. Joseph P. Boobies! Indeed. Michael Brogan's Quarty X2, but both gay and homophobic. Michael, I actually ran into a lesbian Trump supporter. So, it takes all kinds. I mean, you know, Kevin Moorhead, she pegged me. Does that count? Yes. I mean, you know, what's your girlfriend got to say when she finds out your butt's bleeding? Some weird stuff on this. I don't want to put my cats have been digging around again. Moorhead, I'm just living it up in Myrtle Beach, SK. What does that have to do with cheating on your girlfriend? Yashira, bro, what's your body count? Not allowed to disclose that. Of course, there's more than one way to count bodies, so you know. Cordy Cordy, what did I say about talking about vomit? Michael Brogan's, a lot of philosophical questions being raised in this chat. The YouTube TED Talks. Yeah. Okay, but I make a lot of videos about philosophical questions, so anyway, guys, this chat is looking kind of dead. So if you guys aren't going to be asking, if we're not going to be doing something, Craven Moorhead, Richie, should I end my life? Does it hurt that bad that she pegged you, dude? I mean, okay, guys. So this has just gotten too weird for me, and I've been going for more than an hour. I normally try to keep it to an hour, so I'm gonna go. So on the end, don't commit suicide, don't eat vomit, and don't bang your siblings. Okay, that's what you all should be taking away from this. So live long, prosper, and just remember that Gach is best served live.